And it is, you can see it because there's still, I mean, he's got to balance that whole thing with, even when they're forming that relationship between them in the beginning, they have the whole goal. Someone said, because the title now is out, about now it's called New Avengers, and that's out there now, and people are discussing it, and people are like, why are they revealing it so quick? And I said, my counter to that whole thing is, the movie isn't really about them becoming New Avengers. The movie is about them forming a team and working together. It could be called anything, but
Right.
that's a different conversation as far as why. It's marketing, it makes sense, it's an IP, I get it. But as far as, it's not what the overall essence of what they are. But when they're forming their group, Lena and Walker and all that, Bob's watching from the back, at one point. He's just trying to fit in there because he's such a he's a powerful, he's a complex character. And how do you do that? How do you balance the strength, the vulnerability, and what do you think what were you like most proud that you added to the Sentry?
Man, good question. Yeah, I mean, in some ways he is like the conduit for the audience in the beginning, in that he is just a guy,
Yeah.
Amongst legends and that are kind of larger than life. And so you get to kind of like be the audience member in the room and kind of be that conduit for them. And that's an easy thing to do because, not having been in any superhero movies, like stepping on set with that incredible cast,
Right.
I was kind of just in awe and then kind of like gaining my confidence throughout the course of the film, and like knowing that, he does have these delusions of grandeur, and like, so then kind of allowing those kind of moments where I might be like, I had to really talk myself up, and once I got in the suit, it was like hard to convince myself that I was like that I was going to be able to pull it off. I had to like take 5 minutes alone and be like looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, just like talking myself up, taxi driver style,
Yeah, easy day. I'm just gonna go do a scene with Julia and everything. It's gonna be easy. Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
Just gonna beat up like 5 really powerful, cool people.
Yeah.
And so basically just like, luckily, Jake was so patient and was so kind of wanted to spend the time with me to like create this guy together.
Yeah.
And so we were able to be like, draw from certain parts of me, and then other parts where I was like, this is going to be a leap of faith, and I don't have as much of me in here. But I was really proud of that whole sequence, where he does end up kind of kicking ass.
Yeah, and he does. That scene's so great. You guys did it. You did it. Trade Coffee is back. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I love Trade Coffee. They are my lifeline at this point. I love them so much because coffee it's an essential for me. And I know it's not just a drink. It's a ritual. It's a lifeline. It's the bridge between half asleep and ready to conquer the day. And if it's that essential, why would you settle for anything less than extraordinary? That's where Trade comes in. It is the #1 U.S. coffee destination. It brings you fresh coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. You take the quiz, and in under a minute, they're going to match you with your perfect coffee. If that first bag isn't quite right, Trade's going to replace it for free until they nail it. If you're headed out on summer vacation, with Trade subscription flexibility, you can pause it, or you can shift delivery while you're away and resume when you're home, ensuring you'll come home to great coffee. And that is exactly what I've been doing. I have gotten to a place where I got this massive, huge, big bag. And I'll be honest, I thought, I'm not going to be able to go through all this. Blasted through this bag because it's so delicious, and I'm showing it off to everybody. When people come over and they're visiting guests, you got to try this coffee. And that's exactly what I do. I got everybody talking about Trade, and that's why they came back. And right now, Trade is exclusively offering our listeners 50% off your 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Christian. That's drinktrade, TRADE.com/Christian for 50% off your 1-month trial. drinktrade.com/Christian. You know why they're back, guys? Because of you guys. That's why they're back. You guys have seen how good they are. Get yourself some Trade. You will not regret it.